I'm not going to waste your time with things that you already know about, like for example going to the gym and mewing. I'm going to tell you things that you probably haven't thought about before, and I'm also going to give you an action step, a practical assignment for each of the 3 things I'm going to tell you about. The first way to become more attractive to girls is to be in what I call a hype social mood with your male friends. Picture 2 scenarios. In one of them, you walk in with your headphones on, feeling like a bit of a social autist, and a girl says something to you and you don't really hear her, so you take your earphone off and you're like, oh, what? And she says like, oh, hi, how was your weekend? And here is your opportunity to attract this girl that you might even have had a crush on. And you fuck it up because you're in this weird, like, mindless state where you didn't really know what she said, and you're like, you know, quietly whimpering. You forgot all about having a confident body language. Do you really think you're going to attract her? Now compare the second scenario where you're in the middle of a group of your friends. You've just told a joke that everyone's laughed to. One of your friends has just pat your back as well because of how funny he was laughing. You feel confident, you feel strong, you feel proud of yourself to be in the middle of this social circle, and then that girl comes over. Imagine that girl coming over when your friends are kind of stood there, you know, kind of looking at it the way that you would interact with her, and imagine how you would flirt with her now. You would be so much more confident. Why? Because you've got your boys next to you, but not only that, you were already warmed up. There was a phrase that my roommate in university used to say. He'd call it social lubrication. Basically, he'd say that when you're sometimes when you're about to have sex, you'll use lube, like you'll use like this kind of like wet substance to make it easier, right? But this guy would say he's getting socially lubed up. And so basically when me and him would be going out to go and get girls from nightclubs and parties, he would be socially lubing himself up by speaking to random people around us and getting into this like hype mode. And so your action step, every time you get into a social situation, like for example you're about to walk into school or work or a party or the gym, go and find at least one guy and just give him a fist bump. It's as simple as that. Walk into the gym every single time, and the first guy that you see who you've held eye contact with, just be like, yes bro. Just say that, yes bro, give him a fist bump and keep on walking. You'll be surprised at how much that small action step will change your energy throughout the entire gym session or party or school. The second thing that you can do to become instantly more attractive to girls is to go through a wardrobe upgrade. Right now, if we're being honest, if we looked at you and analyzed like your look, you might think that, yeah, you look kind of big because, you know, you go to the gym and you've got the one shirt that like squeezes out of the bicep. That can be nice, it can be nice. Truthfully, you probably look like a low status loser. If you want to be attractive towards girls, they aren't looking for the guy who looks the biggest. They're looking for the guy who just overall looks the sexiest, and they're often not the same things. You want to go for more of the stylish Instagram influencer look rather than the sort of self-improvement autist who goes to the gym and is trying to look as big as possible. You can probably like compare the 2 differences, right? You want to look like the Chads who are on Instagram, and there's one thing that they do which is so easy for us to implement: buy matching gym sets. I've been saying this for years now. Go onto one of the websites, like for example Nike, Gymshark, Gym King, and buy a matching set, which is the short and the same shirt, and you instantly look way more fashionable. The final and fastest and most powerful way for you to be more attractive to women. Girls aren't gonna like when I say this, and I guarantee any girl that you know, if you showed them this video, they'd disagree with this, but they're fucking lying. The truth is, the fastest way to attract more girls is through pre-selection. This is like primal evolutionary attraction. Have attractive girls next to you already, like for example female friends or even girls that you're kind of dating, and then the girl that you actually really want, when she sees that you're next to these other hot girls, she will undeniably be more attracted. So how do you exactly do this? When you go into the gym, remember I told you you're gonna go and fist bump some of the male guys and get in more into that social flow. Do the same thing with some women. Do this exact same thing, and then invite those women to join you for your workout. And if you can get a girl to come do your workout with you and she's like laughing and taking pictures of you guys, other girls in the gym will spot that. And it will be the most powerful cold approach you could do to those other girls. Because if you walk up to them and just be like, oh hi, like, you know, we've not spoke before, what's your name? Here is your action step that I believe all young men should do. Speak to 2 new girls every single day, non-negotiable. If you don't speak to the 2 girls in school or in the gym and you're back at home, it's like 7 p.m, it's time to wind down, tough. You put your shoes on and you go walk outside onto the fucking street, maybe back to the gym, and go speak to that second girl. you speak to 2 new girls every single day. You don't need to be a degenerate, you don't need to go and sleep with them. You just need to normalize being around women. The reason why you struggle to attract a woman is because you just end up speaking and acting like a weirdo when you're around them because it's such a rare instant for you. So every single day, your challenge is to just go and speak to 2 girls and just get into some kind of little conversation with them. I recommend that once a week you hang out with a girl, even if you're not even having sex or anything like that. It will just make you feel like more of a man, and it will be so attractive for the other girls who are looking at you right now.